recording. What we got here? All right. So I think we're all good. Yeah. Uh, so I changed up the office a little bit, put my desk somewhere else over the weekend. Okay, let's take a look at this. This is a profile that I put together, and I've been working on this for a little about a week. I've been working on this, and I got a lot of it done over the past few days. I got quite a bit of it done Friday, so that was really good. I got quite a bit of it done Friday. Let me come back here. Yeah. Okay, everything's good. Um, so this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the NQM6. That's the June. I'm looking at the NQM6. What I'm thinking is if we right now, this is both sessions. This is the overnight New York session. This is both sessions. What I'm looking at is this area right here. I'm looking at this area. So if we start moving down today, this right here, this area right here on the second, that was Thursday. If we lose this area right up in here, okay, if we lose that area right up in there, I'm thinking that we could possibly move down into this area right here because that is support. That's what I'm looking at for that. Now, if we start breaking above, if we start trading above up into this area, that's what I'm looking at is could be resistance is this cluster of volume, this cluster of volume. Okay, once we start trading above this gray box, once we start trading above it, uh, once we start trading above it, what I'm looking at is to get up here in the 480 area because of this cluster of volume right here. So that is what I'm looking at today. I'm going to keep an eye on this and also remove all paint lines. This volume profile, the order flow profile is going to be in beta. I am going to be releasing it more than likely tonight so people can actually download it. Uh, what I'm going to do is today I'm going to work on getting everything into one install package. So all you have to do is install one order flow bar package. You'll get the pulse, the DOM, the volume profile right here. I've been working on this for about a week. Uh, Friday, I got a lot of it done. Friday, I got a lot of it done. So that was good. And you should be able to have this tonight. But that's what I'm looking at. Right now, we're on both sessions. Right here, you can do both sessions, New York session or ETH, electronic trading hours, which is basically overnight Asian session. Uh, but for the RTH, this is what I'm looking at. Again, if we start trading down into this area right up in here, if we start trading down into this area right up in here, I'm looking at this to be support. Right now, we are trading at around 221. The profile will update every minute. It's not in real time. It's just updated every minute. So, and what I'm looking at is for a resistance area right up into this area as well because of that cluster of volume. So that's what I'm looking at. And then if we can actually get up here, up into this area, that's going to be resistance as well. But if we get past this area, all this cluster of volume right up in here, these pointed controls, and that cluster volume right there, because if we look at it, that's where most of the downside is we couldn't really get past this area right up in here. And that's why we kind of moved down. But as you can see here, we moved down, and we have this area, and then we kind of bounced off of it. Some people will call that a head and shoulders. Also, this was Thursday. This was Thursday. This is a bullish sign right here. When you start seeing on a profile a P shape like that, that is bullish. That means we could possibly start moving up into this area right up in here. That's right around 490, 500 area. And if we start breaking that gray box right there, we can start trading up into this area around 875 area. So that's what I'm looking for today. And let me go ahead and drag this over here. I am going to keep this right here. I'm going to keep this, remove that triangle. I'm going to keep this on the side. Now, when you look at this, you'll see that I have the candles here. You can take the candles off. If you don't like the candles, you can just click it down here. This update should be there tonight. Yeah, this update should be there tonight. I'm going to try and get everything done in one package. So all you have to do is install one thing and that'll be it. The volume order flow profile is going to be free. More than likely, I'll just keep it free. But the order flow pulse definitely this month is going to have to be a paid license. But the next 2-3 weeks, it's going to be free. And also, what I plan on doing for once it goes live, with if people want to support the project, it's going to be $95 for a whole year. But that's only going to be good till April 30th. But I'm setting everything up so people, if they want to support it, they can go ahead and do that. But that's what I'm looking for today. I switched over to real time trading hours, and let me. There's some quirks with this that really do have to kind of work out, but I will get this worked out pretty good. Like I said, this P shape, this is definitely bullish. What I'm looking for is this area to be support today. Also, if we lose that area, the next area of support cluster volume is right down in here. And this area will be resistance right up in here. And that, see what I've talked about with the quirkiness? That is what that is. Alrighty. Yeah. Also, when you are, let me bring up another one where we got about 8 minutes. We're starting to sell off a little bit. Let me just bring up, let's see, NQM6. I'm just going to look at real time. It's just going to be on a 5 minute. I'm going to merge it about 64. Okay. So, what I'm looking at right here, these gray lines here, let me get this. These gray lines right here, that is overnight. So when you are on real-time trading hours and you see those gray lines, that's overnight high, overnight low, and this is the overnight point of control. And of course, the gold line right here is the point of control for the real-time trading hours. That's what I'm looking at. So let's go ahead and close that out. Let me open up another one. There are some quirks I need to deal with this. I just wanted to throw something out there real quick so I can use it to explain things so I don't have to use TradingView. But that's what I have. And the main thing the quirkiness I need to get rid of is the scrolling on the timeline and the price line. I need to get that worked out pretty good. But I'm going to go ahead and release it so people can have it. It's just a basic volume profile. Uh, that should be released tonight. That's a basic volume profile. Also, I am going to be executing orders on Rhythmic. I'm not executing orders on NinjaTrader just because if something happens with NinjaTrader, crashes, goes down, uh, disconnects me, but I'm still connected to Rhythmic. That's why I'm executing orders on the Rhythmic Pro Trader platform. Uh, well, we got about 5 minutes. Let me get some more coffee. But yeah, this that's what I'm looking at. This order flow profile, it's in beta. It's going to be. I'm going to release it tonight so everybody. Uh, I'm going to throw this into the install of the order flow pulse so people can just use it. Like I said, these gray lines. If I'm on both right now, but if I go to RTH, as you can see here, this right here is the overnight high, and that is the overnight low. And then the orange right there is the overnight point of control. And of course, the main line right here. Uh, I'm going to draw my support lines, and I'm going to be done with it for this right up in here. These are just areas that I'm looking at. The first gray box will be support. That's what I'm looking at. The second one down here, that will be support with that cluster of volume up in this area. And of course, right up in here, we traded up into that area on the overnight. As you can see, the gray overnight high was 24,398. So we kind of traded up into that area. And of course, this area right here, 875. If we can get past this gray box, we can probably move up into 875. But I might be dragging this over and taking a look at it from time to time throughout the day. So that's what I have. Uh, the site's going to be updated. There's going to be a pricing page, which this whole package is just going to be extremely cheap. I'm trying to keep it cheap. There's no reason because when new traders come in, they don't have $200-300 uh, to spend every single month. I mean, every single month they'd be in the hole, starting out in the hole. So it's going to be like $95 for a whole complete year. That's going to be released soon. But for right now, you can just use the free license key. In a couple of weeks, the free license key will be going away, and it'll be a 30-day money back guarantee. If you spend $95 for the package for the whole year and you don't like it, that's fine. Just shoot me an email, request your money back, and it's 30-day money back guarantee. Um, but I'm able to make money on it. The only thing I really look at, that is the only three screens I look at. This right here. I look at volume profile. Of course, that was normally done with another platform. But right now, I got this one on NinjaTrader. That's what I'm looking at. I look at a 5 minute and a 1 minute. That's really all I look at. Okay, we're ready to rock and roll. We got some areas down in here. I'm going to be switching over. Profile's not on that one. I'm going to be switching over to RTH here pretty soon. The heat map. Let me switch over to settings on the heat map. Resting orders be 20. I don't really care. Uh, a lot of times I don't look at the heat map just because I have the histogram right here. I normally don't look at the heat map. We are definitely selling off. Uh, we're definitely selling off. Uh, Let me make sure my connections are good. All right, we're up and running. Sit on your hands, people. Sit on your hands. First 5, 10 minutes, sit on your hands, relax. Don't get FOMO. The market ain't going nowhere. There's plenty of trades to be made throughout the day. Just sit back and relax. Okay? Just sit back and relax. Okay? This is going to be updating to RTH. Just sit back and relax, folks, and the market ain't going nowhere. Of course, with the conflict going on in the Middle East, the news has been kind of nutty. So who knows? A couple weeks ago, I got caught up in some news, and I blew an eval because I got caught up in some stinking news. Uh, I'm I'm trying to trade my funded account today. That's another thing. Maybe I need to switch that over, man. No, let's just do that. All right, we're up here in the 342 3 half area. We're up here in the 3 half area. We're right up here at the value area high. Just sit on your hands first 5 minutes. We really don't know what's going on. We really need to get some kind of direction. Do not get FOMO. Don't worry about it. You know, it would be nice to have the real time. I think it's 398 was the overnight high. 398 was the overnight high. Roughly in that area. I don't see any large orders coming in. Uh, why is that like that? Yeah. I don't need to see the histogram or everything. I got it right here on the 1 minute. The chart on the chart on the right is a 1 minute. The chart, no, I'm sorry. This is a 5 minute. This is a 5 minute. I use this for context. The yellow is a order flow bar moving average. It's just hiking ashy data, smoothed out with the 9 EMA. That's all that is. And the same thing with the 1 minute here. All right, so we're moving back down into this area. You got a little support right up in here. I need to have a little drawing tool. I got my drawing tool right here. I got it hotkeyed. I got it hotkeyed. Need the hot. Need a. I need to put a bar on the left hand side, kind of like how I have it here, so people can do that for drawings and stuff for the order flow pulse. Uh, we've got a buy area up in here. We've got some big delta coming in. Uh, are we going to break this high? 1 minute, we got stacked and balance. Okay, we got stacked and balance up here. We're still climbing. We're still climbing. Uh, the heck? Um, I gotta make sure. Let me bring up Trading View. I want to make sure that this is not that Bull Knox did not screw me again. 623. Yes, they did. You little effers. Man, I hate Bull Knox. This shit doesn't happen in real account. They lagged on me. They stinking lagged on me. The price ain't updating. Alrighty. Yeah. All right. I don't even know what that feed delay. I don't know. Let's just go with this. The big trades is turned on large volume of 25. That's for these have to be large single order contracts. Those have to be large order single order contracts for me to execute. For them to show up, it has to be large single order contracts. I really need to get a feed going. So we have a delta surge right here, and it closed up in this area, but we're below the moving average. And if we look at the moving average on the 5 minute, it's just flatlining. Like I say, it's probably best just to sit on your hands and wait. Uh, that was a sell and bounce on the green, so they got absorbed a little bit right there. But then again, I mean, we have ran up, then we ran down, then we kind of ran up. We have a delta surge there, a delta surge there. Best thing to do is just sit on your hands and wait. I know everybody wants to trade and constantly be in the market, but I don't do that. I do not prop farm. So how much is delay? The delay is 3 to 5 seconds on YouTube. All right. Um, we're right in the middle of this range right here. You you look at the 5 minute. The first 5 minute delta was 495 right here, 495. Then you got negative 374. We're just right here. We're right here. You got a big wick right here. We've sold off. We're bouncing up off of the moving average. There's really nothing for me to do. I really have to wait. I don't see any large single order contracts coming in. We've got a delta surge of 85 right now. I need to wait. We're right here in the middle of consolidation. 5 minute delta is 196. We got stacked buy imbalances. We got another delta surge. All right. I started testing the waters right up in here once we were closing above the moving average. We had one single delta surge right there of 85. Okay. And then once we had this stacked buy imbalance, then we had another stacked buy imbalance, as you can see right there. Then we had another delta surge with 52. So that right there is telling you there's momentum. So you can enter here and you have to put your stop down here. So that's like a $200 stop. That's roughly about 10. Oh, come on. There's roughly about 10 points right there. Once you start getting up into this area right here, you really have to start thinking about taking your profits. Where is, I'm going to tick merge the profile because this thing is just really squirrely this morning. So I just tick merged the profile to 2 points. I am really sizing down. Okay. I am really sizing down. Uh, I am not trading a few minis just because Well, because of the market conditions we're in. I mean, earlier at 8:49, it said, there's some weakness up in here, so you might wanna try and, uh that's why I went on ahead, and once I saw this delta surge right here of 85, and you got one little dot right there. You got one little dot right there. Once we started breaking that area and we started coming in, and then I saw the weakness, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and just flatten the trade. Just go ahead and get out with a small profit. And then once you start seeing this wick right here, you really have to start getting out. Because if we look at a footprint chart, if we look at a footprint chart, this is the footprint chart. We got we got a delta of 200 positive delta on this 1 minute. That's looking really good. We have some delta surges right here. In this area right here, you really don't want to do anything up in this area. Okay. You got to have momentum. You're not looking to get the whole move. You're only looking to get a piece of the move. Okay. You got to get your base hits. Just get a piece of the move and move on. Okay, we've got a delta surge of 67 in that dot right there, but we closed below it. That's a little concerning. Plus, we're right up in this area right here. We got the moving average sloping upwards. That is good. The 5 minute, we are definitely above that. We're up in, where are we at? We're at 365, 364. So we are up in this area, right up in here. See, this is a little concerning. You had a delta surge, another delta surge of 102. We closed below that one, and we closed below that one with a big wick. Okay, that's just telling me that if I was in this trade, to just take some profits and move to a break even, maybe. That's all that's telling me. Um, so far this morning, I don't think the data was syncing up. That's why I took a small loss, and then I just made my money back and then some. Uh, you got delta surge of 69. They're just, you gotta wait. You're not looking to get this whole move up here. Okay. If you can get in here and then get out right up in here, and then you can get like yourself like 30, 40 points, then go for it. I really need to activate some more of my funded accounts. I've got a handful of them. I'm only trading one of them. I really need to activate another one. Because what I would like to do is activate one funded account aggressively and one conservatively. Uh, That's what my long-term plan is. We got the 5 minute right here. And if you look at the 5 minute, if you look at the 5 minute, you had a big delta right here. This is a delta candle, 5 minute delta candle. You have big delta. We are moving below it. You got all this negative delta right here in this 5 minute candle. Okay. You got a topping tail that's starting to form. If we're going to still keep running, we need to close up in this area on the 5 minute. Okay. I'm still not seeing any large one single order contracts. Uh, No, that's not what I want. Thank you. Uh, in order for big trades to show up, I need large single order contract coming in above 25, and I'm not seeing that. I have it right here in the settings. Large volume 25 has to be one single order. I'm not seeing that. If you want to see the live orders like 100 milliseconds, then you can go over to Live Pulse. I normally do not trade that. I look at a 5 minute and a 1 minute. You got to be careful. News with the news. I'm trying to keep an eye on the market. As you can see here, we're above this area right here on the 5 minute. On the 5 minute, we closed above this area. You got a nice big delta volume right here, delta candle in the volume. That's looking good. I'm not seeing large participation from institutions, market makers. No large single order contracts. They're just grinding it up. We got uh, we got a huge delta surge right there, but looks like if they get absorbed, if this delta surge gets absorbed, we had a delta surge of we're at 500 and some delta on a 1 minute. If they get absorbed here and we start, okay, that's not what I like to see. I like to see it close. I want to see this candle close at least right here. Halfway of that delta surge. We had 259 delta surge within 1 second. So, and we closed below it. That's not what I like to see. I don't like seeing that. Do not like seeing the wicks on the top. Can you keep moving? Sure. But I got to stick to my plan. All right. We're losing this area on the 5 minute. Uh, this area right here on the 5 minute where that big delta volume was. We have some nice big delta up in here. We're losing that. This area right here on this 5 minute delta, if we start losing that, we could possibly drift right back down. You got sell imbalance as not a signal to take. Sell imbalances, you do not want to be taking sell imbalances. That little bar right there is a sell imbalance, stacked sell imbalance. You do not want to take it when you are above that moving average. That is a no trade right there. You got a delta surge of, I guess, like 200 right there because we bounced off of the moving average. We bounced off of it on the 1 minute. You got to be careful because the news later this week, I'm trying to keep my eye on the market. I can't be looking at the other screen. We got a delta surge. It closed above right here. We need to get past this one right here. Yeah, I need to move this down. I have a problem. I don't know if other people have this problem with Bullnox, but the feed will lag on me sometimes. It doesn't happen a lot. Well, I would say about once a week sometimes. Um, and it just, I don't know what they do. I mean, I was trading a funded account this morning and I don't know what they do, but Bullnox, that feed will lag on me. And that is just crazy. You got to think, Trump Iran deadline is on the 8th, April 8th. Okay. That's in a couple of days. FOMC meeting minutes. That's just meeting minutes. That's happening on Wednesday. Uh, 2 o'clock, Trump, White House egg roll. That's nothing. 10:30 ISM service PMI. That's what Financial Juice is saying. That's what Financial Juice is saying. So, and of course, they just kind of, I don't know. I'm on the free service, so it probably doesn't get very much. 10 o'clock ISM services PMI at 10. There we go. You kind of want to probably stay out of the market. We haven't seen any large single order contracts. That's what I do like to see. I like seeing large single order contracts, to be quite honest. We're still up here in this gray area right here on the volume profile. We're still up here in this little gray area right here. Like I said, that right there could just be a resistance area. If we start closing above that area right there, that could be nice to try and test the 875 area. We got news in a few minutes. You really want to be sitting on your hands. Uh, this right here was a telling tale. You see how the delta surges right there? We had 102, we had 67, then we had 249 delta surge, and it closed below that, and then we're just consolidating around. Now this delta surge, if you look at the settings, delta surge of 50, it has to be 50 or more, stack levels of 3. It's not a stacked and balanced level. It's just a stacked level of more buying than selling, and the price has to tick up twice in a row. It can't tick up, tick down. It has to tick up in order to be valid. Plus, all that logic has to happen within 1 second. So that is how the delta surge is calculated. I'm only I'm green on my funded account, but not very much. Uh, it would have been more if Bullnox didn't lag on me. And it usually happens right in the mornings. I don't, um, I normally have Trading View on, but I think my live feed subscription got canceled because I was using an old card that I canceled. So I think I need to update that. I like having two feeds open. The feed that I was using was on TradingView was a direct connect to CME. I like having that up. I just don't have time to be looking at that right now. All right, let's take a look at this. We got about 8 seconds to ISM services PMI. All right, ISM services PMI actual is 54, forecast was 54.9, previous is 56.1. That's ISM services PMI actual 54, forecast was 54.9. And we are surging upwards. We got a big trade of, it looks like 30 up there. I'm not too sure. Uh, just let the dust settle. Let the dust settle, folks, because look at this. They just got absorbed right there. We had a large contract, single order contract. We had a delta surge of 165, and look where we're at, right here. Okay. All that area got absorbed. This is why when you see big, large candles like that, you don't sit there and chase it. You don't sit there and chase it. Look at the look at the 5 minute. Look at those 10 minutes right there. You got wicks. Okay. You don't be trading 5 minutes like that. You don't be trading 5 minute candles like that. That's why so many people want to be in the market constantly, but you guys sit back and really slow down. I've got a saying: trade less, make more. We could drift back down here to the 5 minute moving average right here. We could drift back down to the 5 minute moving average. If we drift back down to the 5 minute moving average, we're actually losing that gray box area. So we actually traded above the overnight session highs. Right here, we traded above the overnight session highs right there of 398 and a quarter. We were trading up in this area. We just did not break this area. And now we're back down here to about 360 up in this area. So yeah, if we could have support right here for Thursday's volume profile right there. Thursday's volume profile was a nice P shape. As you can see, it moved up. That is bullish, okay? But we are, I can't read that number. Here, let me, I need to, I don't know. As if you want to try and sell this, um, probably not a good idea because you're right there above the moving average on the 5 minute. But if you do it, you got to have a tight stop. And uh, if you get down there and you get there, okay, I just scalped some off right there. Um, it happens so quickly. We really need to break this area right here. You see that moving average right there? We got that big delta surge. As soon as you come down and you get down to there, you just got to take your profits because look at this. This is moving average is sloping upwards on a 5 minute. Okay, it's sloping upwards on a 5 minute. If you try and get in here and you get out right here, you just take yourself like a short trade. If you try to get short right here, just take yourself like 10 points profit, move through break even. We're actually losing that area. Uh, if we close below the moving average on the 5 minute, that could be a sign to be going back down. This right here, this sign right here, this right here was a sign of us moving down. Okay. That was a sign for us moving down because you had a large single order contract that kicked in. That single order contract kick in, you've got that delta surge right there of 165, and we closed right here. Then this delta surge right here with a sell imbalance with an inside bar, and you get in on the break of that, and then you're down here for about 40 points. Around there at 260, you got some get the heat map going, recenter this right here. You gotta be careful. I can see it right here on the books right there. You got about 120. So if you're if you're looking to try to get short and you break this area and you get down in here, just you got to be quick with your profits. You got to be quick. If you're in on this trade right here and you come down here and you got 60 points and you see that right there, just take your money. Okay? Just take your money and be done for the day. Okay? Um, I'm going to work on the if we come down there to the 1/2, you're at Thursday point of control, roughly around 1/2. If we can get down there, I don't know if we'll be able to get down there. Trump White House egg roll. I don't know. He probably won't say anything. Trump speaks with the military at 1 o'clock. So looks like on Financial Juice we don't have very much more news coming out. So that's actually a good thing. Um, So if you look at the footprint on these delta surges, you see on that footprint, let me bring this down a little bit. Whoops. Yeah, if you move this down too far, it's just going to take it away just because there's not enough room to be printing it. So that's just the way it is. Right here, right here, we had a delta surge right here, and we came down into this area. Um, We opened up right here. We had a buy imbalance that got absorbed, and this candle, it's just going to chop around more than likely. This is what the market likes to do. The market will search for value. It'll move down, try to find value, and then it'll just move right back up. All right, we got some absorption right up there. We got delta surge. We got absorption, delta surge of 72. We got a stack sell and bounce. We have buyer absorbed right there. The delta surge for the buy got absorbed. They are definitely looking to push this thing down. They are looking to push it down. Are we going to go down to the 1/2? I have no idea. But you see how we came up? We came up. We had buy and bounce absorbed. We have stacked sell and bounce, delta surge right there, and a buy surge and the sell surge on the delta. And we're still trading in this area right here. That is a no trade area, to be quite honest. The 5-minute is sloping downwards. We got a lot of delta up here in the 5-minute, right up in this area right here. Right here in this area. That is good. If you're looking to go short, that's good. But right now, the market found value to the downside, and we need to look to see what they are looking to do. Right now, they're pushing it down, they're pushing it up. There's really no real direction. I've just been scalping very short. We're talking 10, 15, 20 points. I've just been scalping very short, just taking the profits, cutting the trades. I'm not even taking, selling half and moving to break even. I'm just cutting them. And I did that all last week. I did that all last week, and I'll probably do it this week. Uh, Look what we've done so far. On the open, we ran up, ran down here, we ran up here, we started consolidating around until the news came, and then we kind of moved back down, then we kind of up in this area right here, and now are we looking to move back up? We only had one single large order, and that was this right up. That looked like a 30 single order contract. So that's a 30 single order contract. That's really the only big single order trade that we have had. Now, I am going to be putting in an option up in here. I'm going to be putting in an option where it's going to be down below, kind of like how it is on the volume profile right here. These options down here at the bottom of the chart. I'm going to have them. Plus, I'm going to do the drawings right here. I just need to find time to do that. We got 5-minute. We got some big delta right there at around 333. Delta surge just kicked in. I just don't like it. Yeah. Just because it's right there. We closed right here. This is an indecision candle. You got a wick at the top, wick down at the bottom. This is not ideal. I might have to factor in some different logic for the delta surges, to be quite honest, so people just don't be taking them. like every single signal. Some people are gonna think that's a signal service. That's not what that is. Um, we closed the right at it, 238. I just don't like the weakness right now. We got a single order contract that came in right on that Delta surge. We need to keep moving up. We're at 134. We need to keep moving up. 155. This is what I'm looking at. We have a Delta surge right here. We closed right at it. We have a large buyer. You get in here. I mean, where you're going to get about 30 points. If you can get 30 points, that'll be great. Let's look at the heat map. Uh, you got some resting orders up there around 395. We might be able to get it. I just don't like the weakness. We got a little bit of support right here. You got some support for people sitting on the bids. Um, but we got a negative delta on this current candle right here. So me personally, I'm out. I took it right here and I'm out. I just don't like that. Like I said, 10 points. I mean, if it shoots up, that's fine. It can go without me. I don't care. Oh, come on there. The bit rate was fine. Now it's not. Uh, it's streaming crap. I just need to just do education videos and just trade, listen to music and trade mine. Um, I ain't got time for that crap with you, YouTube and OBS. This is the type of delta surge that you like to see. Okay. You had 135. We closed right at it. When you break that high right there, you get in. When it starts showing some weakness up in here and we can't keep moving up, you got to be disciplined enough to just cut the trade and just take like a 10 points, $200. I know people are like, oh, but I want a 50 point move. You know what? Just take what the market can give you at that time. Take what the market gives you. You can always get right back in. I don't care about you, YouTube, and your stupid bit rate. I, I seriously need to just trade 2 or 3 times by myself and then just stream maybe a couple of times a week. All right, we've got a micro pullback, but that previous candle uh, was 218 on the delta. We got some offers sitting here. We got the moving average sloping upwards. Uh, we don't have uh, any big trades coming in. We got the Delta of 130, 150 needs to keep moving up. We need to get through them offers right there. We do have a micro pullback, but that previous 1 minute is not looking good because of that 200 delta. I just don't like that. We are climbing at 160, 170 delta. Um, yep, we got buy and bounce right here. If you're profitable, you really need to just cut the trade, because if you get in here and you're out and you got like 15 points, move on. Just move on, folks. See, right here, take about 10 points. Right here, start coming up, showing back up, take another 10 points. That's 20. I mean, on a mini, that's $400. I mean, this is what scalping's like. This is what scalping is like. Okay, YouTube, my bit rate is fine now. Well, I don't care about you, to be quite honest. This is what scalping's about. If you're not disciplined to take your profits when you see weakness, and you have FOMO of a 50-point run, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. See, I'm out, and if this thing runs, I don't care, because I know there's another trade right around the corner. Shut that coffee pot off. I mean, you gotta have the mentality of, I don't give a crap if it goes without me. I've got some money. I'm profitable. I've got some money. I just don't care. Just um, I traded what I saw. Uh, the weakness right there. If we look at a footprint chart, I mean, if we look at a footprint chart right here is pretty good. The only thing I did not like is, okay, we had a run up and we had a micro pullback. We had right here that delta surge imbalance. We had a pullback, like a micro pullback. Normally what I do, and the moving average sloping upwards, I like that. We're above the 5 minute. I like that. That could be a nice quick scalp for like 10, 20, 30 points. Okay. So you get in on the break right here. Uh, and then what you can do, the only thing I didn't like was this right here, that 218 negative delta in that candle. I just did not like that, but I took the trade anyways, and I was having a tight stop. Once we started breaking this, my stop was down here, okay? And I do that a lot. I will actually enter here. We opened up here. The low was right here. So get in, you see a little bit of weakness, and you get out for about 10, 15 points, okay? You start seeing some sellers right up in this area that they were starting to battle it out a little bit. Just go ahead and get out. You can always get back in. Commissions are cheaper than a full stop out. Okay? Commissions are cheaper than a full stop out. And another thing why well, I took this trade as well. I took this trade right here, 135. We had a delta surge right here. We closed right at it, which is fine. If we closed below it, no go. But you get in on the break of that, and then once you come up here and you see the selling dry, I mean the buying not getting very how I would say large and in charge, a lot of buying. Okay, keep driving it up. Take your profits. Take your profits when you start coming back down. Take like a 10-point profit. Take your profit. We had a micro pullback. You can get back in again. Take your profit. You got 10 points on here, and you got 10 points on here. Okay, that's 20 points. That's $400. And you can use the heat map for this as well. Um, I got my settings set to large orders of, I wonder what 25 looks like. 25 is pretty decent. Um, all right, you got sell and bounce that just kicked off. Again, they are just chopping this crap around. There's not much going on. Look, I mean, look at the 5 minute. Ran up, ran down. We're right there in the center. I took real small, short scalps right in the center of this area, which is not ideal. Um, I mean, I'm green for the day, but are you coming off a 3-day weekend? You got Iran still going on in the Middle East. Uh, I mean, what are you going to do? You got news that's coming up earlier in the week. Trump Iran deadline that says 8 o'clock on the 7th now, which is tomorrow. I thought that was. Are they moving this stuff around? This is just what the heck is Financial Juice doing? I mean, I could be crazy, but I thought it was the 8th. I really need to get my own news feed with Benzinga. Use the API and bring in the news within Ninja Trader. That's what I really stinking need to do. So we can have a window. We can have our own little window, kind of like we have the volume profile right here. Have our own little window of our news feed right from Benzinga. You got some large buyers right up in here. You got some you got some buyers up in this area right here. That's pretty good. Um, but then again, you are right here in the middle. Look at this. We ran up 10-point trade here, micro pullback, 10-point trade right here, and we're just consolidating around. Okay. That's, I mean, we're trading. I mean, I took two stinking trades right in the middle, right here. Okay. I normally do not do that at all. I like taking trades down here at the low value area and the high value area. Okay. Last week, I mean, Thursday, when the market just friggin' took the blue pill and went straight up, um, I mean, I was taking some people. I bet you some people are trying to short the market. I guarantee you, people are trying to short the market, and I just kept seeing those large single order contracts kick in, and I was just buying the highs, man. I was just buying the breakouts of the highs because it. I mean, that's what it was telling me, uh, and that was really good. But in this market condition right now, I wouldn't buy the stinking. When we get up into this area, there ain't no stinking way I'm going to be buying unless I see some really good stuff. Um, and the thing that you got to think about, look at this the large volume profile. This right here is the large volume profile. Sellers, large sellers, none. Buyers in this column. We had one early this morning, or was that? I think it was this one. Yeah, because we got to sing. Yeah, this right here. Whoops, that right there, that yellow point of control bar. That's a point of control bar that I developed. It's a point of control bar in the buy area. So that is the largest buyer. This right here is the largest buyer. One order, multiple contracts so far. And look at this. Another one. That's it. This whole area right here. And these are not even in my idea, these are not even large buyers. That that was like 30 contracts. 30 here, about 26, 30 here, 26. I mean, it's just complete trash. Complete trash, man. This not my I'll be honest, today might not be the day to trade. Today, okay, I'm green. Big deal. I'm green on my funded. I wanted to trade my funded. I'm green on my funded. Big deal. It might not be a good day. I might be it. That might be it. It's going into 10:30, and I ain't seeing nothing good. And I'm not the type of streamer that's going to be sitting there, uh, keep clicking buttons just so people can see me make or lose money. I've been trading for 10 years. I've been trading before the fake prop firms came out, before micros came out. Trade less, make more money. Yeah, that's not even real large contracts up there. You see right there? It's not even real large. Today might not be a really good day, and tomorrow could possibly be even worse. And the reason I'm saying that is because of the Trump Iran deadline. If I mean, months ago, I was making $1,000, $2,000 days. It wasn't every single day, It wasn't every single day, but uh, I was passing Eva. I was doing really good, and then all of a sudden, this crap have to happen. And now it's like, man, this is hard because if you try to get in, try to long or short, then all of a sudden news comes out and you get slaughtered like a pig. Okay, don't be doing that. Don't be chasing the markets. All right, we got 40. You see that 40? That 40 came in, and now the point of control for the large volume profile flipped. You see it? You see how that flipped? It was up here. Okay. It was up here. That buyer was the largest one order contract, one order, multiple contracts. Now it's the seller, that 40 right there. That 40 right there is now the largest order we've had all day. What's 40 contracts on one single order? 40 contracts. That's banks, institutions, market makers. I don't know. Without the trade IDs, I don't know. I don't know who the heck it is. But one thing I do know is I need to stay the heck away and not even trade because look at the moving average. The order flow bar moving average is flat line. Look at that. It's flat line. Okay. When it's flat line, okay, there's a reason why I took these trades here and here and why I scalped 10 points for a total of 20. Why? Because this moving average, we were above it and it was sloping upwards. Okay. The moving average was sloping upwards. Okay. Look at that. Sloping upwards. It ran up, micro pullback, the moving average sloping upwards. So I took the trades. What is this telling me? That's telling me to stay the hell out of the market. That's what that's telling me. I mean, here, let me bring this over here. I don't even know how many. Oh, well, that makes sense. I could have done that in my stinking head. I wasn't thinking I'd bring for it. So I got 25 points for today. Okay, 25 points. That's it. 25 points. I had a loser and a few winners. Okay, 25 points. Some people gonna be like, "Oh, man, 25 points, well, you suck." I'm like, "I don't care. 25 points on the mini is $500. If you can average that 4 or 5 times a week between wins and losses, that's a six-figure income. Hey, I'll suck all day long for a six-figure income. I mean, I was doing six figures and up as a software engineer, uh, working for the government in DC. So hey, I'll suck all day long. Here we go. We got some movement, folks. We got some movement. Do not get FOMO. Do not get FOMO. Why? Because we're flatlining. We got a large seller right there. We got that's all, folks. We got a stacked and bounce right there. I mean, no, I'm sorry. What the hell am I talking about? A delta surge. We have a delta surge right there of 99. But look what just happened. I was all giddy. I was like, bam, we're gonna have a breakout, folks. We're gonna have a breakout, come back, hopefully retest it, and then go, baby. But we didn't have that. Why? Because right here, we're still, some people call that bull flag. I just call this market found valuation, and it's bouncing around, pissing off new traders. That's what I like to call it. We have a delta surge of 99. The surge was right there, but look where we closed, right below it. That's a no-go. That's a no-go. And plus, for one thing, the moving average is flatlining, okay? That's a no-go. You know, 25 points is what I might get for today, and that's it. I don't care. Tomorrow could be a 100-pointer. Later in the week, it'd be a 100-pointer. I mean, who cares, man? Who cares? The market will come back. It ain't going nowhere. Market ain't going nowhere. I wish this Iran crap would settle down. I wish this Iran crap would just settle down. Okay, so this right here, Delta Surge of 135, we closed right at it. That's a go sign. We have a Delta Surge of 99. We closed below it. That is a no-go. We got the moving average flatlining. Okay. I mean, and if we look at this area right here, look at this. Look at that. We're right there in the stinking middle of the point of control. No. No. I'm sorry. No. Okay. We got Delta Surge 261, and look what they're doing. Look what they're doing. They're playing stupid games today, folks. Look at this. Delta Surge to the upside. Delta Surge to the downside. 261. I mean, you can take this if you want. This could be news. You know, that's another thing. That's another thing where Iran Iran conveys reply to U.S. proposed on end of the war to Pakistan IRNA. You know, folks, I made 25 points so far this morning. I ain't giving nothing back, man. I just cannot trade this stinking Middle East conflict stuff. I just hate it. I can't deal with it. I mean, order flow is great and everything, but I mean, there's nothing that works when you have just constant crap coming out. What am I doing? I thought I was on footprints. Oh, well, we are. We're just all over the stinking place. We're just all over the stinking place. We gotta sell. Yeah, it's just stay away. Iran rejects a ceasefire and reply to the U.S. via Pakistan IRNA. You know what? You know what? I'm getting ticked now, man. I'm getting friggin' ticked with this crap now. I am so fed up with this stinking news and this conflict. If you're a new trader and you're having a hard time, and if you're a new trader and it's frustrating, I'm gonna tell you something. I've been trading for 10 years and this crap's frustrating. This crap is frustrating. If you can make money in this market condition, if you can make money in this market condition, I'm not talking about being a full port gambling degenerate and trying to prop farm. Okay. I'm talking about actually legitimate strategy. Okay. If you can be disciplined enough to make money in this market environment, you are going to thrive when this shit settles down. You are going, if you can make and be disciplined in this type of market environment, take your losses like an adult, take your profits when you see them, you know? Like I said, in this type of market condition, you got to trade like a monkey. See banana, take banana. Because, man, I've traded crap like this before, and it is, you got to trade like a monkey. See banana, take banana, and just move on. Try to stay away from the news. I was not trading up in here. I was not going to do anything because I'm like, you know what? Every single stinking day news comes out. And I was like, it ain't come out yet. It's like 10:30. Where's the stinking news, man? And see, here's the thing. You got to look at what the large participators are doing. Look at this. Look at this. Those are all the large single order contracts. Okay, right there. Largest one was the 40 cell. Then you had the 30 something cell. Then you had some buyers right here, and they had a little, I don't know what they were thinking, brain fart at the desk. I don't know what they were doing, but they were buying up there. Very, very small contracts, man. Just very small. You know, what are you missing? What are you missing? You're missing real participation from banks, institutions, market makers. That's what you're missing. And if they're not willing to play, then why are you willing to click that button? That's just me. I need to see participation. I don't care if the candles are going crazy up and down and all this and that. And, you know, I need the way I trade. I've been trading order flow for years, and I'm trying to develop this stuff to make it simple for people to get started. Like this like the solid candles right here. This is nice and simple for people to be trading. Okay. Um, when I look at a footprint chart, yes, I know what I'm doing. I can sit there and scalp and get like 10, 15, 20 points. Uh, I mean, this morning I took a small loss. That small loss I don't think was my fault because, well, Bullnox, uh, laggy connections, they screwed me again. Oh man. Yeah, nah, whatever. It doesn't happen in a live account. That's just, um, of course, we're trading demos. I mean, let's be honest. You're trading demos. Even on a funded account like I'm trading today, it's a stinking demo, man. It's rhythmic demo connections. It's just crap. Um, I mean, what do you see? A buyer here, a buyer there, buyer and seller, and then a seller here. There's nothing. We had a trade right here, 10 points. Trade right here, 10 points. Earlier I tried to get in up in this area, and that's where the connection feed was lagging for Bull Knox. And then I was up. It showed me up green, and when I closed it, it was red. I'm like, what? And normally when that happens, it's like, yep, lagging. I don't have the real price. So it was lagging. Bull Knox. And And it's not just NinjaTrader that it did it to me on. It has done it to me when I have traded on the Motive Wave platform. I mean, it's done it to me on Quan Tower. That's why I usually have TradingView with because I use CME Connection on TradingView uh, to verify the price. All right, we're moving down. We're at what, around 301. Okay. I mean, look at the volume profile, folks. Look what I drew out. We haven't even gotten down to 1/2 to test this area right here. Hopefully, we can get down to 1/2. Now the thing is, if oh wait a minute, let me get the drawing tool. How you like that? You like that? I'm going to get this out to y'all. I'm going to get this out to y'all tonight. I mean, it says order flow profile beta. I've been working on this for about a week. The past few days, I've really been able to wrap this up. Like I got up early Friday morning and worked on it before I had to go to church. We had the mass on around 3 o'clock, so I was able to work early morning in the afternoon and got this really good. And then last night I kind of locked in a few things, but we haven't. Whoops. Is this? Oh, okay. Well, that's a little quirkiness that needs to be worked out. We got this area we haven't even gotten down to. If we lose this area around 105, 100, we could go down into this area right here because this is where most of the volume of distribution of volume is. We could go down into that area right there. And if we lose that area, we could come back down to here. Okay. If you look at this, oh, wow, I just tried to clear it with that. Okay. If you look at this right here, that 24,206, oh man. All right. 24,207. That area right there, on the 5-minute, we've got something forming on a 5-minute. We got inside bar on a 5-minute, okay, with a big wick. If we break this area, we could possibly be going down, folks. Just remember, you got some support right there around 105 on this distribution of volume right here. If we lose that area, if we lose this area right here, oh, man. Yeah, this is some quirkiness. I got it. Whoops. All right, let me shut this thing. Yeah, there's a little quirkiness I got to get. That's why it's in beta. I just got tired of working with TradingView and their stuff. I wanted it all on one platform. What are we doing here? All right. Boy, it's a Monday. I'm kind of feeling off a little bit. I don't know why, but I'm just feeling a little bit off. If you try to go short here, you got this big volume, big delta volume right there. You can use that support. If you want to try and go short, moving average is sloping downwards. The 1 minute is sloping downwards. What we got on the histogram up here, you got some we need to break that area right there. On the 5-minute, look at the 5-minute with the delta forming. We got to break that area. We're breaking that area. We're coming down to there. And I'm just going to go ahead and take my profits. I don't trust this shit. All right. So why did I get in? Why did I get out? Well, for one thing, I got in. I got in on the break of this area right here. Okay, the moving average sloping down. I got in on the break that area, and I was thinking we could possibly come down here, test that, and then come here and test that area. So I got in because the moving average is sloping downwards. Okay. Mainly, it mainly, uh, what, what was the execution on that? Yeah, 10 points. 24, 260. No, I'm sorry. 24, 20, 24, 276 was the sell, and the buy was 24, 266, three quarters. So it's just a 10 points. 10 points, folks. 10 points. That's all you need, man. I got 35 points for today. Okay, no big deal. Move along. I don't trust this, man. I do not trust it. Nope, nope, nope. Do not trust it. I see banana. I take banana. Okay. But this right here, we had a nice red candle right here. Okay. We had a seller right there. We had an inside bar on a 5 minute. The moving average is sloping downwards. If we break this area, that was good. We had nice big negative delta right there, which is really nice. That big negative delta right there, which was pretty nice. And we break in that area, you got to get in, folks. Got to get in, man. You got to get in on that. Get you a little bit, man, right there, right here, right here, right here. You're breaking that area right there, right there. Okay, you're breaking that area. So, do. Okay, you're breaking this area right here. I was in profits right here. I was thinking about selling it, but I was like, let's give it a little bit of a chance. Okay, let's give it a little bit of chance. We came back down to this area right here, this area right here. And I just went on ahead and took the rest of my profits. I'm done. If it keeps moving down, I can always re-enter. I can always get back in. Okay, I can always get back in. I mean, commissions are just stinking cheap, bro. They're cheap, bro. Somebody called me bro last week. He said, "Bro, what's the use of this channel? Have you helped anybody?" And I'm like, "Are you here more than a day? Do I have to hold your hand to trade? I mean, I'm not going to hand you a stinking fish so you can feed your face. You need to learn how to fish yourself." Um, I mean, that's just the way it is. And I trade so stinking fast, you can't follow me to begin with. There you go again with the bit rate crap there. I don't care about you. What is my connection speed? Let's go to, let me test it real quick. Yes, I know the download's good. I want to know what the upload is, what the bit rate is on the upload. It looks like we got some stacked buy and balance. No, we don't. Um, Again, we're sloping down on the 5 minute moving average. I mean, if you want to try and do a counter trend trade, be my guest. I just don't trade like that. Yeah, the bit rate's fine, man. I don't know what you're complaining about there, YouTube. The bit rate's fine. Upload speed's fine there. Breaking ISM services PMI. No. No. Where the heck is I don't care about you. Iran rejects ceasefire and reply. Yeah. We already read that. We already knew that Iran crap is going on. With all the news that comes out every stinking day. We recommend that you use this. Yeah, whatever. Stop complaining on YouTube. Stream health. Stream health says good. Uh 68. I don't even know if I can change my bit rate while I'm actually streaming. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll just keep it the way it is. 11 o'clock, folks. 11 o'clock. Just keep it the way it is. Um, we ain't got much going on today. We don't have much going on. Where was the stop loss for this trade here? Well, if you're going to get in here, you can put your stop loss up above here if you want. But you see all that? That was wrong one. If you see all this delta right here on the 5 minute, if you start trading above that, you really got to get out. That was kind of like where we are, like at 290 roughly. So right up in this area, right up in here. I look at a 5 minute and a 1 minute area. So, I mean, that right there is 11, 10, 12 point stop, and you got yourself 15 points if you got lucky. Uh, because here's the thing, you got the seller right here. Okay, you got that seller right there. You can kind of, it's not a large seller. You kind of use them as support. Okay, right up in here. You kind of have to read where it is. And I like to line up the 1 minute with the 5 minute right here with that sell, with that negative delta on the 5 minute. I knew if we got past this area right here on a 5 minute, I knew if we got past that area right there, right here, that we could grind back up. And look what we're doing. We're past it on the previous 5 minute, and look what we're doing. We're grinding back up. This is really not an ideal situation. Plus, you got to think about this. If you're trying to short here, and I was hoping for a real dump, okay, but then on the heat map, when we came down to this area, I was like, yeah, this is not good. I just got to get out. Okay, I just got to get out for like 10 points. I didn't get a whole 15 points. You're not going to get yeah. Um, and I'm not even trading with my regular size. I'm trading with about half of it just because of the Middle East crap that's going on. But you got to think, you're down in this area right here, and look at all this. You're down at the low right there. Yeah, I was looking for a nice breakdown, okay? But we didn't get it. So I just took my profits. And I didn't even have to use the heat map, to be quite honest. You can just come in here and then see, okay, right here, you can see them sitting on the bids right there. So when you get down to this area, it's like, yeah, if we can't keep moving along, and you start trading on this candle right here, and you're in right here, you just got to get out. I don't care if you're making 5 points, just or break even, just get out. It's better than a full stop out. I don't care what these 3 to 1, 5 to 1, 4 to 1 people say. I just don't care. I don't trade like that. I mean, I do hyper scalp, so I'm on a 1 minute. And plus, with the news crap, you got to think this thing can travel real fast on just news. Last week, I made a really good profit because I was trading a footprint chart and I just saw the massive amount of buy in that came in. And I knew something was going on. So I jumped on and got a nice move. Uh, and then later, I think 1 minute later, news hit. It came out on Financial Juice. And I'm like, okay. Um, that's the thing. Like right here, on the footprint chart. If you start, what is it, 11 o'clock? I'm pretty much done for the day. I'm not going to sit here and keep uh, pushing my luck in this environment. So when did this news come out? Well, Financial Juice said it came out around 10:38. Yeah, it's around 10:38. Okay, and we're right here on this candle right here at 10:38. So news, um, you're not going to get that, but right here we had a delta surge right here. Okay, that right there is telling me and massive delta surge. That is a massive delta surge area right there. That right there is like 6 points of just selling, surging down, tick down, tick down, tick down, and a surge of a volume of 50 or more. I think I have it set to 50 or more. Yeah, delta surge 50 or more, stack levels 3, price ticks of 2. Okay. This area right here is tick merged to like 4. So uh, a surge of volume can tell you a lot. Uh, we had a delta surge of 261. That is pretty significant for what we've been doing all day. Okay, so when you see something like that, something is up. Okay, something is up. And it was news. And what I was looking for is a move down, and we bounced up, and then we were moving back down with a break of this. I was thinking, okay, we can go ahead and collapse and go down to 1/2, 100 points, and test that area that I thought we could test if we break down. I'm thinking we can test this area for Thursday. For Thursday, we could test that area. This right here, we can test this area. Jeez, come on. Um, I'm thinking we can test this area right here because we have a nice P shape. That's bullish. But I thought if we lose the 207 right here, we can come down here and test this area. What? I tried to clear it when I can. Okay. No, you can't do that. Clear it like this. All right. All right. We have a move up. Order flow. The order flow bar movement average sloping upwards. We have a delta surge, but it's been rejected. I have 177 negative delta. I just don't like this pullback just because you see where we're at? Right here in the stinking middle of all this. I just don't like to trade in the middle of that. I did up in here, but nothing's has been really an ideal trade, to be quite honest. You got the 5 minute sloping downwards. Okay. You got a wick being formed on the current 5 minute. You got big negative delta forming right there. You got that seller right there. Uh, this is not an ideal market to be trading, to be quite honest. It just really is not. It's just really not ideal. It's actually kind of boring today. I thought it would be some fireworks today, but it's been quite a boring. We've got a stack sell and bounce. That's actually pretty good. In a stack sell and balance area, let me bring up the heat map. Okay. And you got nothing down here stopping you for right now. You got a stack sell and balance. If you break this area right here, you put your stop up above here, and then you're looking, whoop, you got a little bit of seller right there. Maybe get yourself about 10 points, but you got to be quick. Okay. You got to think about where you're at on a 5 minute too. Uh, see right there, we kind of came down, kind of rejecting this area a little bit. Yeah, this is not. ideal. I mean, look at the 5 minute. This is not an ideal trade to be taken because look at the 5 minute. We're not. It's not ideal. We've just been chopping around. Now we closed above the moving average. It's just the action today has just been craziness, and that's what happens with these conflicts. You know, with the news, it's just a lot of stuff that you would normally trade just doesn't work out. It spikes up, spikes down. I mean, if you try to get on to break that, you needed to be out right here. Just take a 10, 15 point stop. I mean, this is just, and now look at it. Now we're going to be probably, yeah, it's lack of participation today. So is the 1 minute going to flatline? I mean, look at the 5 minute. It's just not really, it's still sloping downwards a little bit. You got some negative delta right there on the 5 minute. You got some big volume coming in right there. On a footprint chart, you got big volume right up in this area. If you try and go short right here, again, you got to understand if you get past this area right here, I mean, it's just slop. This is, yeah, and see, look at this. You had big volume up in here. I mean, the volume, the volume, yeah, and then we're trading right back up. This is just crap, man. The previous 5 minute is just like a spinning top. The other one past that wick top, wick bottom. You know, it's just not ideal. I mean, when I see big volume like this, okay, when I see 50 to 13, 80 to 31, 51, this right here, when I see that, I'm like, great, we can start moving back down because you got this whole area right here as support for short. And look what it did. It spiked down to 10 points and then lack of volume coming in. And then it shoots right back up. This is the stinking environment that we're in. Any other time before this news crap, any other time, this would be an ideal short. You had this area right here. You had this area right here. Okay. All of that area for support for a short to move down. We moved down 10 points and then we shot right back up. And look at the 5 minute. 5 minute ain't no stinking better. This is a delta chart on a 5 minute. No, I mean, it's no stinking better. If you look at a single candle, I mean, you got the wicks here, wicks here, wicks there, wicks there. But if you look at the delta candle, I mean, you got this right here, 38, 97, the wick here, the wick there, wick, wick, wick up top, wick at the bottom, moving average starting a flat line. I need solid green candles. Okay. I need solid green candles like this one here, like this one here. And I need this moving average sloping upwards. I'm not looking for a whole move. I'm not looking for the whole move. I'm looking for just a piece of the pie. You see right here the crap we're dealing with? I'm looking for a piece of the pie. I'm not looking for a whole stinking 100-point trade. Do I get them every now and then? Yeah. Yeah, they're great when they happen, but I don't look for them. But crap like this is just hard to trade. I mean, how much money did I make so far today as far as point wise? Um, what is it? Yeah, 35 points. Yeah, that's right. Because I was up 25 and I just took 10 point 35. So 35 points for the day. 35 points for the day. Okay. I mean, 35 points for the day. If you take 35 times 20, $700. Okay. Uh, I was one losing. First trade of the day was a losing trade, and then I made a few winners, and now I'm 35 points for the day. Okay, so I'm pretty much done for the day because it's 11:11. I'm just done. I don't like this action. Lack of participation in the morning like this just means it's just going to be even crappier probably during the afternoon. I could be wrong, but I just don't care. Tomorrow's another day. I'm going to protect. I'm going to protect the 35 points that I've made and move on. Be done. This is what you want to see. You want to see the moving average on the 1 minute sloping upwards and start taking longs. You're not looking you're not looking to buy down here and sell up here. I mean, 130 points. Okay? I mean, can you get that? Yeah, but in the market condition that we're in, I'm looking for short stinking trades, man. Short stinking trades. Short time frame trades. That's all I'm looking for. Short time frame trades. This is not the look at this. Okay, you got all that buy and bounce right there. Look at the 5 minute. 5 minutes starting to run up. We got a buy and bounce area right up in here. We got a delta surge, but look at it. Look at it. Look at it. It's just giving it back. Giving it back. Why? Because we're in freaking a crappy area, man. Don't be take. This is frustrating. This really is. This is just stinking frustrating. I watched a guy over the weekend uh, that trades order flow. I mean, he's better than me. I think his name is Andres Semi. He's like a world scalper or whatever. I mean, dude's better than I am, and he was having a hard time, and he's having a hard time in this market condition. This is the thing. If you're a new trader and you're having a hard time passing evals or getting the funded accounts to get the payout, I'm going to tell you, this is a hard market to trade with the environment we're in. It is stinking hard. If you are break even In this type of environment, you are going to thrive and do really good when all this news crap and this Middle East stuff settles down. You're going to thrive. If you can just lower your contract size, okay, lower your contract size. If you're used to trading 1 mini, lower it to like 2 or 3 micros. Just survive. Try to make a little bit and just survive until all this crap settles down. I know that's not what people want to hear. People want to hear me say, go full port and do this and blah, 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 and pass a eval in 1 day. Yeah, well, that's not how professionals are going to be trading, to be quite honest. That's how full port gambling degenerate YouTubers trade. You can't trade this environment right here. Look at this. Right here. I mean, this was only a delta surge of 50. We had the delta surge up top here. Okay, it was a nice green candle, and then we gave it all back. And the problem is, we are right here in all this slop. Okay, look at the 5 minute. Look at all that. I mean, let me bring up. I closed this down. I'm going to release this tonight. Order flow profile beta. It's a little quirky. It's got some. Let's see, NQM6, I believe. I mean, it's got some quirkiness to it. Uh, I just wanted to use it because it's a little bit better than using TradingView's platform. I like trying to use one platform for everything. I don't like jumping around. I like having two connections to understand. But look where we're at, man. This right here, we're on both. Let's go to RTH, to real time trading hours, New York session. Okay. For one, this was the overnight session low. This was the overnight session high. We came up here, but then we kind of gave it back. This right here, you can't see it. That right there is the over session point of control. And look where we're at on the point of control right here. This right here is forming. Here, let me get rid of this. This right here is forming what's called a balanced distribution of volume. This is a balanced day. It could turn out to a balanced day. We have no idea. It could shoot up, shoot down. We have no idea. But this day right here, this day was a P shape. Okay. We had the overnight, because right here I have the overnight lows. You can show them or not show them. Just go down to the bottom and click it. If you want the candles or not, you can not show the candles. I'm going to release this tonight. So when you do an update for order flow pulse, you'll get this beta of the order flow profile. You'll get the beta version. Uh, so this is where we're at. Okay. Now, if we break this area right here, then yeah, we could possibly come down to here because of lack of volume right there. Okay. Lack of volume. But I mean, right now we're Asian high, Asian low, Asian overnight session, high, low, point of control. We're in a balanced area. It's a very boring, boring day. Very boring. Okay. This is what you have to look at. This is not an ideal market to be slinging around your full size. You're going to get chopped up in a balanced market day. You got news. You got Iran. The Middle East is in turmoil again. Okay. You got the 1 minute flatline. like no stinking trade. We're going into 11:20. I mean, you got the 5 minute. This just kind of gave it. I mean, with the action we had this morning, I was like, oh yeah, we're going to get some down some boom. And then I got to thinking, I'm like, what am I not seeing here on a 5 minute? What am I not seeing? Let's switch to a solid candle. What am I not seeing? Okay. Well, for one, if you look at a 5 minute candle, you see this buy and balance area that got absorbed. Okay. Yes, we moved down. We had this seller right here, not a, I mean, a buyer. I'm sorry. We had a buyer right there, not a very big one, but look where we closed down. We haven't even been able to get up above that area anymore. And now look what we're doing. We're just pissing off new traders. That's what we're doing because new traders want to trade every single day. I thought for sure. I was like, "Oh yeah, we're going to be looking good today. We got a nice run up, we got a pullback, got a little volatility. Now we're going to just shoot up." That is what I was thinking we were going to do today. That is what I thought we were going to do. But instead, what do we got? What do we got? Instead, we got a nice, a balanced day. We can't even. We poked our heads up above, up above. Boop. We poked our heads up above the overnight high. We haven't even gotten down to the overnight low. I mean, this is crap, crap. I mean, we're not doing anything. It's just a crappy, crappy day. So many people want to be trading all the time. You know, look at this. Delta surge and absorbed. Delta surge absorbed. We are flatlining on the 1 minute. We are right here at the point of control that moved down. Okay. It's just not ideal. Some people are going to be looking at this, be like, oh, I'm going to break out. I want to get a breakout. I want to do a breakout trade right up in here. Get myself 100 points to the upside. Okay. What I'm seeing right now, or people are doing the same thing for a downside. They want to break out to the downside and get themselves 100 points. What I'm looking at is, well, I'm just looking at not trading at all, long or short, because the banks, institution, market makers, they're not slinging around size today on the NQ. They're not slinging size today. Let's go take a look at the ES. Let's go take a look at the ES. Let's see what the ES is doing. Whoops, can't be doing that. ES is thickly traded there, my friend. It's thickly traded. Uh, I need to I need to redo that. I need to make a note of that. Look at the ES, same thing. ES, real time trading hours, New York session. I mean, look at what we're doing right here. We got a wick on the daily candle. Yeah, we're up here. I mean, we're green. We're above this distribution of volume right here. Okay, that's fine. You know, that's bullish to the upside, but not today, folks. Not today. It don't look like it. Okay, it just don't look like it. I need to make a note. I need to have tick row. I need to have a tick row. I need to have it called one. Tick row of one. Okay. Add the volume profile. Tick row. Tick row. Tick 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 row. Add one. Then four. Then blah blah blah. Okay. Oh man, we got a selling balance. We got sell and balance. What we got? We got a Delta Surge too. Are we finally going to get something? Probably not. I don't see much there. There was no volume on the buy side. That's why we had the sell and balance. It's complete trash. I don't even. I don't want to click no buttons and get my profits back. Uh, we got a Delta Surge right there. Delta Surge right there. But look where we closed. Not ideal, folks. It's really not that ideal. But if you do take it, we are sloping down on the 1 minute moving average, and on the 5 minute, we're still sloping down on the 5 minute. If you look at the heat map right here, we got 43 sitting on the bid right there. We got We got 43 sitting on the bid right there. So if you get down to that area, you got to think about taking your profits. I mean, if you actually took this trade because you had a stacked sell imbalance and you took this trade right here, or if you took this trade right here and you're down here at about 10 points, you don't let the trade come back on you. And that's just my opinion. Not in the type of environment that we're in. Okay. You don't let the trade come back on you. It's just not how it is. And look at all that area right there. You see all that volume coming in? Shoot, wrong one. Uh, Yeah, you just don't let the trade come back on you. That's just the way it is. You don't let the trade come back on you like it is. Okay. When you come down here and you see 4 1931, okay, and then you got to read this diagonally, okay. You see 4 to 18 buyers, 19 to 23, 13 to 24. You know, the buyers are starting to take a little bit of control a little bit early. Okay. But they took control a little bit early right here. Okay. 13 to 24, 19 to 23, 4 to 18, you know, and then you got 33 right here. I mean, you really, if you came down here and you got yourself like 12 points and it starts coming back up, just take your money and move on. You can always get back in. Let's say this is just a pullback. Okay. Let's just say this is a micro pullback. Okay. Let's say this is just a micro pullback, and we get a pullback, and then you break this area, and then we really truly dump. Well, if you tried it right here and you take some profits right here, take like 5 6 points. Okay, great. Boom. Okay, just sit and wait. Okay, until we break that area right there. Okay. But the way the market is right now, that's why you got to take these really short scalps, really short scalps, protect the capital. And news can come out any stinking second and just run this thing up and then blow you up. Okay. That's just the way it is. When you come down here and you start seeing this delta right here, and you start seeing right here on, you come down here and you see that delta at 57 and we're not surging down. Okay. Uh, and we're not surging down, that's just a little telltale sign to be like, okay, maybe I just want to take my small profits and move along. I can always get back in. Like if you want to get back in here, take your profits, take the small little profits. Let's say you want to get back in again on this micro pullback right here, and you got the large sellers, okay, but it's kind of neutral a little bit. That delta's not really moving. It's just kind of just sloppiness. This delta surge stuff is good. Okay, this delta surge signals. I mean, they're not really signals to be going. I mean, they're really quick, short scalps. Okay, and I made quite a bit of money doing delta surge scalping. If I can get this thing correct again. Um, but you gotta be really quick and do like 10 points. How I used to make a lot of money doing this is with the Delta Surge scalp. This closed above it. I just don't like it. Okay. But if you did take it on the break of this, you get 10 points. Let's say you're trading 2 minutes. Sell one, move to break even. Okay, just sell one, move the break in. You got yourself a runner, get stopped out. My win rate's like, I don't know what it is today. But if you have a win rate like 60, 70% on average, like I do, uh, this Delta Surge scalping, those 10 points add up quite a bit. They add up quite a bit. Yeah, I just wouldn't be taking this. It's just not ideal market. I mean, look at this. It's just really not that ideal. Yeah, I think I made my 35 points for today and move along. Just make my 35 points and move along. Tomorrow's another day. I got the profile set to what, 8? Yeah, I'll set this back to 4. So it just merges this profile. It just merged it to 1 point. Oh man, this is just crap day. I mean, 35 points is a good day, but I was looking for so much more. We got the news coming out. Trump Iran deadline is tomorrow. Uh, that's what Financial Juice says. See right here, April 7th, Trump Iran deadline, 10 to 8 o'clock. I mean, we kind of know what's going to happen. We got a lot of choppiness. I mean, look at the 5 minute right here down at the bottom, going towards the bottom right now. Got that previous 1 minute, negative 110. There we go. Look at that Delta surge though. It's being absorbed. Okay, there's a lot of sellers in there that ticked the market down. They ticked it down, but then they got absorbed. So they ticked it down, but they got absorbed. I need to move that connection over to the right. See, look at that crap. Absorbed. We're coming back down to this area right here. Okay. Balanced days like this are very boring. Balanced days like this are very boring. Balanced days are not all that good. We have a real lack of participation. I mean, if you look at this, this is all the large single order contracts. we've had large single orders for large for big trades like nothing. Nothing, folks. Nothing. Yeah. We look at the 5 minute. I mean, look at this. Ugh. All right. Um. Yeah. There's nothing going on. It's just consolidation. See right here, they just keep bouncing the market around. Uh, you've had Delta surge right there, then you had a Delta surge with stacked buy and balance, sell and balance right there, and we're just still just chopping around. It's just uh, it's really bad. We're going into it's 11:40. We'll be going into lunch. I don't think I think we're going to be moving into just a balanced day. And if you look at this, uh, if we look at this, we have the NQM6. Uh, let's go to a 5 minute. Let's do 64. Just click apply. You see how we're just in a balanced day right here? We're just in a balanced day. We poked our head up above the overnight session, and that was about it. And it's just been a balanced day. I mean, we are in this area right here, which is pretty good. Right now, I'm looking at both. If we look at real time trading hours, this is what we have here. I'm going to be updating this so people can use this pretty soon. But we're in just in a balanced area right up in here. We just went red a little bit on the daily. Not much is going on. We got the 5 minute right here. You got to be careful because if you, right here, this whole area right here, you just got to be careful. Um, I mean, we are on the 5 minute moving average, it's sloping downwards, but it could be flatlining if we close above that. It's just really not ideal to be trading today, to be quite honest. I thought today would be pretty decent. I've gotten 35 points, and that's it. I got 35 points, and then that's it. So hopefully tomorrow will be better. But then again, we've got that. You look at the news right now. You look at the news right now. You've got right here Trump Iran deadline tentative at 8 o'clock for tomorrow night. I mean, what are we going to be doing afterwards? Okay, you got the Middle Eastern conflict. You're trying to trade a war that's going on. I mean, I don't know. This is it's very hard to be trading stuff like this. So, okay, we got the 5 minute right there. This is the 5 minute to the right. If we close above that, that'll probably be good. It'll probably start flatlining the 5 minute. Right now, the 1 minute and the 5 minute are contradicting each other for the moving average. That's just telling me to really not be taking any longs or shorts. You have the 5 minute right here. Earlier today, yes, I was taking moves while we were. I was taking longs while we were moving up. Okay, I was taking longs while we were moving up. That's good. But then the news came out, and I right here you had that buyer of only 30 contracts in one single order. These bubbles are just single order contracts. Okay, and that got absorbed, and we moved down, and we've just been bouncing around. We do not have any single order large contracts of any significance. And I'm talking about like 5,100. Okay. There's sometimes there's, like 100, 200 single order contracts that get slung around. And that's because the banks and institutions kind of play off the backs of each other. Okay. And that's how those things can get filled like that with just single orders, is because of that. And we're not seeing that, which means they are not participating. Banks, institutions, market makers, they're not participating today They might be waiting tomorrow. Tomorrow could be another balance day. We have no idea. Um, uh, what account is that? 26. Okay. I'm going to switch accounts. I'm going to get away from my funded account and trade an eval account. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted either. Oh, come on. All right. Yeah, I got my funded account green today, about 35 points. So now I'm going to go to an eval. Um, because I like to rotate accounts, and right now we are not really doing much of anything. We're just not doing anything. I mean, let's look at the delta here. Look at the delta candles on a 5 minute. Delta candles on a 5 minute are like this. Uh, we got a lack of delta right up there. I mean, on a 5 minute, we're just kind of neutral. It's starting to come in. It's starting to come in. If you try to get in on the break of this, you got this delta right down in here. We got a large buyer that just come in. We got a large buyer that just came in of 50 contracts is pretty big. Um, you can use the backing of that guy right there. You can use the backing of 50 contracts. You can use the backing on that. We've got a delta surging at 130. We got a 5 minute surging at 170. I was looking at the heat map. You got the heat map up there. All right, I just had to get out because I just don't like this, so I just had to get out. Um, the reason I got in is because the 5 minute delta right here was breaking. Okay, so once we started breaking that high right there, I went on ahead and got in, and then right up in this area, and I saw the 50 contracts. But right up in this area right here, when we started wicking right up in here, and the delta, look at the delta at 47 is really not all that good. We're still sloping upwards, but you have to take your profits quickly. Okay. I sold half. I went in two contracts and I sold half. Um, I sold half. Uh, and yeah, so now you got on the 5 minute right there, you got that delta right there that's going this right here. So you had this positive delta right here, and we were breaking that, and you had this positive delta right here. Okay. If you lose that area right here, you got all this negative delta right here that could be or move downwards. you got to get the quick scalps and just move on. Okay, when you see the lack of real surging of volume coming in, you just got to get out. When you see the lack of volume that's really not there, you just got to get out. Yeah, 46 offers sitting there at 314. Got 44 sitting up there around 314 up in this area, and now nope, they just moved up to 320. So they just moved up to 320. Uh, they just moved up to 320. We got Delta coming in. Okay. I just scalped off a little bit more right here. We had right here, we broke this with the positive delta right there. But the thing is, you had all that delta right there, that positive delta, and we're moving down back below it. Okay. This area right here. So when you get in here and you see this stuff, you just got to get out. That's all I've been doing all stinking morning is be taking 10 points. That's all I've been doing is just taking 10 points all stinking morning. Uh, that's all I've been doing all morning is just been taking 10 points here and there. I mean, look at where we are in the volume profile. We're still in the distribution area right up in here. We're still in this area of distribution right here. Uh, we're in a balanced market day from the profile. Just looks like a nice balanced market day. Um, oh, wow. You can't. Oh, I better not be doing that. That's on account 52. So what I'd be waiting for is just a pullback, kind of like what we're getting. I just wait for it to pull back to that moving average. This right here was a good trade because you had 50 buy orders right here. We had a pullback, and you can get in right here and start getting out about 10 points right there. It's really all you really need. Just get in and get out. Just get in, get green, get out. And we got 50 contracts come in. Buy order of 50 contracts, and if they get caught on the wrong side, it's not going to be good. We got more volume coming in, which is nice. It's 12 o'clock. It's lunch hour. It's not ideal to be trading, but we don't know what they're going to be doing. That's not what you want to see. You don't want to be seeing 50 contracts come in the market and it closed down below it. That's not what you want to see. You got that other 50 contracts down there that they could defend it, and it looks like they did defend that on that wick down. So we're kind of flatlining on the moving average. At 1 minute, we're trading below the 50 contracts, which is not good. Previous 1 minute, you had some buyers come in there towards the top of the candle. I'm out. I don't like this. It's just taking too long to go. We need to start getting this Delta climbing. We need to really get going, folks. We got 44. I'm what? This is just complete crap. We're just really consolidating up here. We were having a nice little run. Thirteen, 320. What the heck is going on? I need to see if my dad going. Uh, yeah, my CME got canceled. That's but I ain't gonna do you, man. This is just nuts. This is no, I can't do that. People charge me for that. I don't want. Yeah. All right. We're at negative 265 delta on a 5 minute. We've got to start. If we break this 5 minute, we could possibly really go down. So this is very concerning. We've got the 5 minute. It's right at the order flow bar moving average. We've got the 5 minute. You had the 1 minute kind of sloping downwards. The 5 minutes kind of sloping upwards. You had an inside bar right there. I tried to get in right here, and I just got 5 points on that. I just can't really. Uh, we're right here at the point of control. This is very difficult. This is not an ideal market to trade. This is just complete trash day, just like the rest of the stinking days. We got the 50 contracts right here, 50 contracts right there. They're going to defend that area. We're starting to slope upwards. That's why I'm glad I just went ahead and took the short out. Um, just closed it out for very like what 5 points. This is just complete trash day. It's moving into lunchtime, 12 o'clock. We got that large buyer right there, 50 contracts. Um, we're right here at consolidation area. We've got 362 negative delta on the previous 5 minute. We got the 1 minute kind of negative. We're just flatlining. Come on, man. Get it. Just dump this shit. You got the sellers coming in. Nothing. I'm not losing money. Stuff it's got to get. Yeah, that'll be nice. That's. I'm streaming. I can't talk. I'm frustrated as hell. I'm green, but I'm still frustrated. I'm talking to the wife. I got the office door open. Yeah, the wife told me to calm down. You need to shut that. It's putting a glare on the screen. We had 60 contracts come in all of a sudden. We had 60 contracts come in all of a sudden. I mean, that's good. If you're looking to go long, that's good. We are still traveling above. They need to smoke this thing up, man. The 5 minutes kind of flatlining. That's not good. We got some participation a little bit. We got 50 contracts, 50 contracts. You got 60. It's 12, 12. 5 minute moving average is flatlining. Not ideal. It is what it is. Wow. We've got a lack of volume. I don't, we had a buy and balance area, then it's getting taken away. Oh my God. This is just, I need to, this is just crap day. I just need to stop streaming until this war's over. Yeah, I just need to stop streaming until this damn war is over. Oh my god. This is just complete nonsense. No, it didn't take this long. This is just complete shit. I'm so damn frustrated. I just can't deal with this Iran war crap. I just need to focus on coding and just not even deal with this shit. You got 3 large buyers. That's the only action we've had all stinking day. Oh my god, man. I mean, there's nothing to be done. I mean, this shit right here is nothing. I'm getting really frustrated. This, you run up and you have a balanced market. It just pisses off new traders, and it's pissing me off that I've been trading for 10 years. And this Iran war is just has got me so freaking ticked right now. This was a good trade. Had a little pullback. You could use that 50 as support. You get a break on that area right there. That's a pretty. I mean, but then 10 points, 10 points, 10 points, 10 points. That's all I've been getting all stinking day. I mean, look at the volume profile. This is all we've done all stinking day. Was that we had more movement on friggin' Sun. That's all we've been doing all day. This right here, and it'll probably be even worse tomorrow because you got uh the Trump tentative war thing or whatever the hell he wants to do. You got the you got the 5 minute flatlining right here. This is all we've been doing all stinking day. You cannot trade this. My trading my trading plan, you cannot trade this. You cannot trade this right here. There's nothing. Uh, this Middle East conflict has just crushed the market. It's either we don't move or we get news, and then you either win big or get slaughtered. I'm seriously going to be not streaming every day. I can tell you that. I'm just not going to be streaming every day. I'm just going to work on this. I'm just going to work on the add-on, get everything locked in. Uh, I'm just not going to be streaming every day. This is just horrendous. I'd instead of trading this shit market, I'd rather just put out educational videos. To be quite honest, I'd rather put out educational videos instead of trading this shit right here. I mean, I really would. You got a measly 25 seller that came in that could get trapped. You got measly ass 70, 25. See, any other day I'd be taking this and smiling. This is just friggin' horrendous, man. I'd rather do educational videos and try to teach people to trade when the damn market comes back. This is just friggin' horrendous. I think that's gonna be the plan is just I don't even know what days to even pick the stream because it's so bad. I'd rather just do educational videos. Work on the add-on, do educational videos, get people understanding how to trade this. So when the market does come back, we're actually in a good situation. There's no stinking volume. I mean, it's just, oh my. I think that's the plan the rest of the week. I'm not going to stream. I'm just not going to stream. I'll just work on the ad. I'll just do educational videos, but I'm not going to stream. Uh, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut the stream. I'm just so frustrated. I'm just gonna do educational videos. I don't know when I'll start streaming again. Probably when Trump gets his head out of his ass and his government knows what the fuck they're doing, then I'll go back to streaming. When this Iran war is over and this market is normal, then I'll come back. Other than that, I'm just gonna work on that and do educational videos. That's all I have. Thank you.